So, today again we are here with human reproduction, part 1 and 2. Already I have dealt with the male reproductive system. So, today we will be dealing with the process of spermatogenesis. I'll explain what is spermatogenesis. Excuse me. Let me introduce myself. Kakoli Saha, biology teacher from DAV Public School, CC. So children, in part 1 and part 2 you saw the parts of the human male reproductive system and also the sectional view of the testis and the pathway through which the sperm travels all the way from the testis inside the abdominal cavity, then ultimately its ejaculation. Now, in the human reproductive system, that is the part 3, we are going to deal with gametogenesis. What? With gametogenesis. What is gametogenesis, children? Gametogenesis. The process of formation of gametes is known as gametogenesis. In the male, what type of gamete is there? Sperms. So the name spermatogenesis. So the name is spermatogenesis. You all already saw that the seminiferous tubule in the sectional view of the testis, that the seminiferous, the inner wall of the seminiferous tubules consisted of two types of cells. One was a male germ cell and the other was the Sertoli cell. Do you remember? Okay. Those immature male germ cells will ultimately produce the male gametes. How? That we are going to deal with today. With gametogenesis, what type of gamete? The male gamete. And since we will be dealing with the formation of male gametes, so the process is known as spermatogenesis. What it is known as? Spermatogenesis. So first of all, let us see what it is. First of all, children, I told you all that the inner walls of the seminiferous tubule is lined by two types of cells. One is the immature male germ cells, and they are known as what? Spermatogonium. They are known as what? Those mother cells, they are known as spermatogonium. This spermatogonium, obviously the chromosome number is how much? It is diploid 46. This spermatogonium means this immature male germ cell has to increase its number. Okay, because you know in one ejaculation millions of sperms are released. So it has to increase its number to produce more and more number of cells. Sperm cells. Then how will it increase? By the process of mitosis. And from this spermatogonia by mitosis, so many cells will be formed with the same number of chromosomes, because you know mitosis are equational division. And since many are produced, now we will be calling it spermatogonia. What it is? Spermatogonia. Now children, so many spermatogonia will be produced. Now they will undergo, not 100% of them, but some of them would undergo differentiation. Okay, differentiation and some development, some maturation, and they will get converted themselves into some specific forms, and they are given some special names. They are known as primary spermatocyte. What they are known as? Primary spermatocyte. So again I am repeating that immature germ cells in the seminiferous tubules, they are known as spermatogonium. What are they known as? Spermatogonium. This spermatogonium will undergo mitosis. What will they undergo? Mitosis, to increase their number to produce more spermatogonium. Then these spermatogonium, some of them will undergo differentiation and they will change themselves into primary spermatocyte. They are having simply, they are the spermatogonia only, simply they have got differentiated. This is also having the same number of chromosome, that is 46. Now the process starts, that is meiosis. Because you all know in germ cells, meiosis has to take place, otherwise we won't get the haploid condition of the germ cells. This primary spermatocyte will undergo, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2 will undergo meiosis 1. What? Consider only one primary spermatocyte. किसको सोचना है? सिर्फ सोचो अभी एक प्राइमरी, बहुत सारे बन गए प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट, लेकिन सोचना क्या है? Only you have to think of only one primary spermatocyte. Don't get confused. This primary spermatocyte will undergo meiosis 1. And what? Because of meiosis 1, there will be formation of two daughter cells now. They will be known as secondary spermatocyte. Primary spermatocyte, once it undergoes meiosis 1, it will form secondary spermatocyte. And this secondary spermatocyte will have half the number of chromosomes as that of the primary spermatocyte. And now this secondary spermatocyte will undergo meiosis 2. What it will undergo? The next part of the meiosis 1 has already been done. Now meiosis 2, it will undergo meiosis 2, and ultimately there will be formation of spermatids and then the sperm. So you all saw from spermatogonia, mitosis, primary spermatocyte, from primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte by what? Meiosis 1. Then meiosis 2, you are getting secondary spermatocyte का क्या हुआ? Meiosis 2. Ultimately you are getting the spermatids, and then ultimately by a process known as spermatogenesis is known as sperms is known. It get transformed into spermatids and sperms. So this is the entire process of spermatogenesis. You will come across two terms. What is spermatogenesis? This spermatogenesis is the entire process of formation of sperm. What is spermiogenesis? That is the transformation from spermatids to sperm, structural change, that is known as spermiogenesis. So this is all about, there is a term also, spermiation. You go through each and every word of your NCERT book. That is enough for you. You know, no need of going through any other text or anything like that. This is very clearly given in your NCERT book, and please follow the NCERT book. Now, there is one more diagram in your NCERT book. See, I have drawn it over here. This is a diagrammatic sectional view of a seminiferous tubule. See, I told you now, the inner walls, see the inner walls, this is the seminiferous tubule. The inner walls of this seminiferous tubule, I told you now, is lined with what? Male germ cells and Sertoli cells. This is an immature male germ cell. This is representing what? This is being given the name spermatogonium. What it is the name? Spermatogonium. This spermatogonium will undergo what? Mitosis. You studied now? Then it will get converted into what? Spermatogonia. It will get differentiated into primary spermatocyte. See, there is formation of primary spermatocyte. You see the Sertoli cells also. What is the function of Sertoli cell? I always tell my children, Sertoli S, that means you remember, they give support. Support in what form to the primary spermatocyte or to this spermatogonia? By providing nutrition to them, So what you will see, this primary spermatocyte, ultimately you saw na, through meiosis 1, it will get converted into secondary spermatocyte. So it is getting converted into secondary spermatocyte, and after what secondary spermatocyte? Meiosis 2, there will be completion of the meiosis and it will get converted into spermatid. Can you see the formation of spermatid? Now you see the spermatid, their head is embedded. What? Their head is embedded where? In the Sertoli cells. They need to separate themselves from this Sertoli cell by a process known as spermiation, spermation. Still after its formation, it is Sertoli cell. How it is supporting the spermatids, isn't it? Because by providing them nutrition. So ultimately they will get detached because now they have to leave the seminiferous tubule. You saw na how in the through the retitestis. Where did they reach? Through the retitestis, then vasa efferentia, then epididymis, where final development took place, then through the vas deferens, how it traveled all the way through the abdomen. Then you saw how ultimately it came out through the ejaculatory duct, that is through the another pathway that is known as the urethra, that is the urethra. So this was all about gametogenesis, that is spermatogenesis. Now in spermatogenesis there is one important aspect associated, that is known as hormonal control. This entire thing, children, this entire process, what you can see, this entire process is being controlled by the hormones, Now see at puberty. So formation of sperm is taking place when in males? At puberty. Juvenile phase, first you studied na, that means immediately after that the reproductive phase, that it as puberty. At puberty, what does the hypothalamus do? The hypothalamus releases the gonadotropin releasing hormone at puberty, not before that. Always remember that. This gonadotropin releasing hormone will act on the anterior pituitary, will knock the anterior pituitary, and the anterior pituitary in turn will release, happening at puberty, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Anterior pituitary in males will be releasing follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. This follicle stimulating hormone will be acting on the Sertoli cells. What? It will be acting on the Sertoli cell, and ultimately what it will be doing? This Sertoli cell will be providing nourishment. What nourishment? To the sperms. Nourishment to the sperm or spermatogonium, whatever it is. And this Leydig cell, this luteinizing hormone from L, always remember L, that means luteinizing hormone will be acting on the Leydig cell, okay? And follicle stimulating hormone S is there, so always remember Sertoli cell. This Leydig cell, it will luteinizing hormone will be acting upon Leydig cell, and there will be release of the androgens, that is the male hormones, testosterone, that is the male hormone testosterone. So this was all about the process of spermatogenesis. So I don't think I should repeat it again, children. This is all for today. Please go through it very nicely, because 5 marks question, every alternate year you go through the CBSE question papers, you will see every alternate year there is one question either from spermatogenesis or oogenesis, that to 5 marks question. So that's all for today, children. Next class, part 4, we will be taking up most probably oogenesis, okay, and the structure of the ovary and all, sectional view of the ovary. Till then, stay safe, stay indoors. God bless all of you.